So what are you saying about you're saying getting prepared to exit, basically?
No. Anyhow. Just like that. Yes and no. And everything coming up in this field has got that on it, as Palpatine merges with Obi-Wan. Because if you think of the motif, they're both Saturn aliens. You see what I mean? It's just like... And meanwhile, the Batcave, you're in it. This is not like you're monitoring this like a good book. Oh, riveting. Choose your own adventure.
Right.
This is you inside of it, and people around you you're attached to, and every time they get hurt, you get hurt. Strange. Plugged into it, are we? It's like, now it's got, no, wait a minute, what did you just do? You just, oh, sir, we put in a centrifugal node so that it'll be more realization to the experiences that's concurring. This is update 5.5. Okay. That's why I don't update my systems now, because the next update tends to make other stuff not work anymore. This is what they call binary universal upgrades. You know, like I said, say, oh, Sevan, you say the sun is against us. Look, I bet you got it twisted. You don't know who to trust. I don't know completely what it's doing. All I know is it's spraying out this reality. And it seems to me that as being that, if you wanted to spray out a more perfected one, which we can imagine, that's just a choice that you make. And if it hasn't made that choice, it may be in the sleep side of its overall I amness. Meaning that if it's actually showing darkness, this sun, if it's conking out, hey, light the whole world, MFA. Don't just light half of this shit at a certain time, because if it happens to go dark in certain places, shit goes wrong there. Look, how about this? We share. You shine that side, I shine this side. Oh, we got a problem then, Lord, don't we? You see, so that sun in the sky still becomes symbolic to what everyone cowers and bows beneath, regardless. Like, if you fall, if you lay down, you bow. Regardless, because of global positioning. You see what I mean? So I get it. I get what they're doing. I have seen the mind of it and been able to contain it and add who I am to it, but still rapidly trying to hold on to that I am, because it sucks you in like Thomas, like a vortex. It doesn't allow you to see what it's already done. By even having, like I said, names, by even drinking water, by even taking a breath. It's still giving out microwaves in soft beds to pull one further away from that. Pretty soon, if they could have it their way, none of this stuff would be known. There will be no Atlantean Lemuria. There will be no Asuras and Ahuras. There will be no Upanishads and Vedras. Shit, 100 years. They're pushing for that now. You know, they look, it's a monkey in the bag, because they already know what it really means, and they already know that the changes that they've made to it, and they already know if they tell everyone that they really did it, most of them will fall apart. So what are you doing? Think about it. It already knows that it lied, and everyone believes it's lied. It already knows how to explain its lie almost in one paragraph by one person, and to collapse all faith in it, leaving a person with nothing. Not with, okay, we can empower ourselves now, we figured out we're free from religion, but this is very disturbing. I should probably just go and take my life. What happens when you find out your God is a liar and there's no truth in him? And that's what they're sitting on, and they developed it. He said, my father lies. This is my ace in the case. This is my suit. My big bomb. When I drop reality or actuality on all these humans. You see what I mean? That's why probably the old grid was taken down and the new one was erected. It's greed, man. They want more and more and more. And they don't care if they have to take down completely the one before. They learn that in reconstructing the body. Breaking your bones and bending things that it wasn't designed to go that far back. You make it go that far back. Thus opening the self up to something new. But yet something new is always a peril. It's like, it's always going to cause a situation that you're not going to be able to prepare yourself for. And the ripple effects, if you have children lying in the ripple effects, you can get them killed too. You see what I mean? So you have to activate shields up. Like, let's get the ships online, raise the Jed, awake the snake, and go into this thing, because it's like even for my mind to know it and to be around so much unknowing is destroying me. It's like a constant something constantly pushing pressure down on truth. So that's why we give truth, because the more people that knows, it shares the load of actually spraying that light into thick darkness, like when we got in the cave. Okay, this is the part that I forgot to even explain that to everyone. The guy got us deep into the cave, and then this was a normal thing that he did. He had everyone turn off their lights on their helmets, and then he had one more light that was a flashlight, and then he turned it off. This darkness is something different. Even if you went,
It's because it's in the earth.
right, about 2 feet down, you're probably still at 80% of the darkness that occurs when you're like 50,000 feet down, right? Mm-hmm. This is what I'm trying to explain now. Light is still piercing through this, what we call solid. Mm-hmm. But there, because this has been 40 million years of cave where light cannot penetrate. You see crystals growing, if you understand that metaphor. And that's a deep metaphor. Wondering how the minerals light rather than through glass. So notice how when the lights turned off, the darkness went like this. When you open your eyes, it went in. Mm-hmm. It was intrusive. You see what I mean? The darkness is so thick, it goes into all light. You see what I mean? So you're a light inside. So when you open up your eyes, it goes into the light in your eyes and attempts to find the light inside of you so that it can shroud. You see what I mean? Because this darkness constantly wants to snuff out the light. It has a natural instinct to. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're up against. We're up against something that wants you to be ignorant. It is its nature to want you to be ignorant, because ignorance is darkness. Darkness is order. You see what I mean? It's where there's no questioning what you should be doing or not doing. Where did you get that thought from? Kill him. You see what I mean? Like, what? You're not in line. Kill him. It's like, you didn't do what we told you to do. Kill him. This whole kind of thing, right? Until eventually everyone's in order. Nobody's disobeying. That hasn't happened yet. There's still some light shining where we're not conforming well. They can't get rid of us. They can only cut us in half again. But if we grew upward, meaning that when they cut us in half, when we died, when we deuced, and then we did our God thing and split from all the kids. In the new, if we went back into the new kid, we would reformulate ourselves. And that would actually replenish our species. So if people wanted to just see where okay, all this stuff you're talking about is wow. Can't load it. Just tell me a practical level where I start. The kids. Because if we can come back into vessels that are prepared, it wouldn't be long in our own Ouroboros action that we would completely sustain wholeness again. And it's something that's already happened, and that's why the world could be emancipated at any point, because if you could take the mind of the children and rehabilitate it, it would actually cause the full emancipation of the world rapidly. It's a viable directive, because all the other directives do take a long time. There's pros and cons, there's odds. I've seen them all. There's so many times where it doesn't work, but the one with the kids has the highest probability. If you asked anyone that really knew what was going on, because it has the power to, because they still are fresh. They haven't, you don't vaccinate them. They still have their apex. They're gods. That's why the babies, like I said, they always, when they draw the gods in the Catholic system, they draw them as babies. But they kill gods. That's the thing. They hunt them down and put them under their servitude. But really, in intense spirits and supreme beings, and sometimes called demons.
So do I need to do something differently than what I've been doing? Oh.
Well, adjust yourself accordingly based on the latest update of the knowledge. This is a safe update.
Okay.
But
okay.
in every sense, just
for a minute there, I was just kind of like, it like gave me this impression that I've been doing everything wrong and now I need to change.
That's a great impression. I love that.
Okay.
That generally causes a direct jolt within the current of the body, because it literally shifts into the other piston and then comes back.
Right, but I don't know what that is though.
Right, it downloads over time, but it's to be a total, like, it's almost like checking all your points.
Okay.
Because you'll go over all the points again, and then with factoring this new level of information, and then see how it connects into with all that other stuff. Because every day for us, we have to keep expanding anyway.
Yeah.
So there will always be something, and it's what do they call that? Not a telescoping, but exponential. It's where it's going to keep growing in this quantum effect, more so than it's just a small piece of what is occurring.